Sup, my friends, and welcome back to the Dragon's Lair. This is the Taoist Dragon, but you can call me... Darn, my glasses are all crooked. This is after I fixed them. They feel fragile. Whatever. Now for some serious news. YouTube has changed its monetization program again. So instead of needing 10,000 lifetime views on the channel in order to be eligible for monetization, you now need 4,000 watched hours within the year and 1,000 subscribers before you are even considered eligible for monetization. So then they have to review your channel, and if they don't like what they see, then they say, no, change your channel and we'll give you another chance to be reviewed in like a month or so. To be honest, this is something that I don't really want to share, and I haven't shared it with many of my friends. Part of this channel is me being honest with everybody, and for me, I know how important it is to be honest with yourself and what you're actually feeling in order to work through things and whatever. So instead of hiding behind a wall, I'm just going to lay it all bare, even if it's scary for me, just because hopefully it might inspire somebody else who really needs to do the same to actually be able to do that. I'm disheartened, really. I was so close to being able to monetize again. Because when I started, the whole adpocalypse thing hadn't gone through, so I was monetizing. I didn't make anything, obviously. I made like a few cents. I would joke with my friends, like, I made 24 cents on YouTube. But that all went away after adpocalypse. 10,000 views is a big hurdle for me. I have seen people that have just like gone past the 10,000 views within like their first few months. I know you really shouldn't compare yourself to others, and I will always be an advocate for that, which is why I don't let it hold me back. But it doesn't mean that I don't feel just as frustrated as the next person when I'm trying as hard as I can and you just see somebody else just race on by you. And you're like, what the heck? Especially something like YouTube and the arts, it's not like they're necessarily better, because arts is subjective at its core, and you can try to claim that it's based on objective things that you like one person over the other. And there are things like they could have a better quality camera, so they can produce better quality content. But that's still not really the case, because it's art. And art, you can have people that like that the low-end stuff over the high-end stuff just because they like it more. Since this is art, there isn't really anything to gauge what is better than something. People can literally just put a dot on a piece of paper and sell it as art. Especially with YouTube, there's a lot of really cool people. Like, a lot of you who watch me are really awesome YouTubers, and you're not getting the recognition that you should just because you aren't getting that recognition. To be honest, that's just how it is, and the world isn't fair, and it doesn't necessarily mean just because you really want to do YouTube or be an artist that it's going to work out. I get frustrated for all of you more than I would let myself get frustrated at my own situation. But as I'm growing as a person, I've sort of became more self-aware and self-conscious. It is frustrating to me. It's not even the people that rush ahead of me. The thing that's really frustrating and just sucks is when like YouTube does something like this. It just changes another policy, and now all of a sudden all the work that I've been doing, and I was like so excited because I was this close. I'm like 1,800, 1,500 views away to being able to monetize again, and now it's even farther away from me. And I know a lot of you are also in the same boat, and it's just as frustrating to you. If you want to make this work, it's going to be a struggle, and sometimes you're going to get knocked down. You have to have a thick skin, and you have to get back up and keep on fighting, or else you're just going to get left behind. So even though this is a hard business to get into, if you are working on it, and if you have the drive, then you've already exponentially increased your odds to actually making it work. Like the joke with the guy who's like, why do I ever win the lottery, God? And God's like, meet me halfway, buy a ticket. You won't ever win the lottery if you don't actually try. But if you do that, stuff will happen. And I managed to get 285 subscribers, almost 300. And that's not a small thing. It's just in our world, we're so inundated by, like, oh, look, that guy has 14 million subs. That guy has 800,000 subs. Yeah, I just wanted to clear the air about how I feel with YouTube changing its monetization program again, personally. It's disheartening, but it doesn't want to make me give up. And I hope all of you out there, all you other small YouTubers, don't give up either. It's a terrible time to try to be a YouTuber. And you don't necessarily have to be committed to YouTube. Just don't give up doing the videos or whatever, because something brought you in the first place. And that's important. And what you have to say is meaningful. And it would suck if it just got lost. And you may look at it and be like, nobody's watching anyways. But even if you got one view on a video, that is one person. And sometimes that's all it takes, is reaching that one person. I will continue supporting all the little guys too. And most of the YouTubers and streamers I watch now are smaller. I preach the support a lot. It's not just me preaching. I really feel it. So I'm going to be that support too. I'm like sharing videos, I'm watching everybody, I'm commenting and all this good stuff, because especially the small ones need it. I've decided that with this new hurdle, I don't know if it's something, I just don't know. And they might throw something else out there. So I have to seriously look at it and be like, I'm not sure if I can actually make YouTube be something that's at least self-substantial. And therefore, it just becomes a hobby, which is fine, but then it has to be treated as a hobby instead of something that I could make my life around. What that means is I'm looking at this, I'm going, it just keeps on getting harder and harder. I need to seriously consider doing something that's going to get me a return in the short to near term future. And YouTube definitely isn't that. It's very hostile right now. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. And it means if I'm going to overcome the hurdle that it's set, I need to work harder. But I also have school and other things that I need to do, so I can't necessarily do too much more. But I'm definitely going to try to keep doing the one video a day. And in fact, instead of saying I'm going to switch to 2 videos a day at some point, I've decided that I'm pretty much just going to be doing 1 video a day for the most part. And there might be days that I don't do, just because I can't. And if I can manage, I will do 2 videos in a day. And if that's going to happen, I'll let you know I'll let you all know ahead of time. And so it'll be like on my Facebook, my Twitter, all that stuff. And I'm going to try to keep to a solid time frame. That's how I'm going to be working harder on YouTube, instead of trying to put out more videos, which I can't do. I'm going to try to be more consistent with my videos and upload at a set time. My upload schedule is 8 p.m. every day, and the two videos, it's 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. That way you guys know when to look for it and everything. And I'm sorry that the world isn't fair and that you can work your darndest on this and have it go nowhere. But I promise you, if you work your darndest on this, it will go somewhere. If you don't become famous or rich from this, you'll get something out of it. And for me, I got to meet all of you. And I know it sounds cliche, but it really isn't, because especially since I'm small, I actually got to know a lot of you more intimately. And you guys are really awesome. And that was what I really wanted out of YouTube in the first place. But more than that, it exceeded expectations. I would like for it to be a job just because I love doing it, and it would answer the question of what I would be doing for my life, because I don't really know of anything else. But other than that, I don't feel like I'm owed it, and I'll be okay if it doesn't become a job. And it's already been something so amazing for me. And thank you so much for watching and for subbing and sharing and all the stuff that you guys do, because that really has gotten me to where I am. But thank you so much for listening to my little rant, and keep fighting at whatever you guys are doing. Don't give up on your dreams. Okay, bye. Stay beautiful.